Hello and welcome back to HoudiniEsq 2.0. In today's video we're going to be covering a new feature called Matter Dockets to the HoudiniEsq 2.0 interface. So let's go ahead and get logged in. Now while we get logged in, I'm going to explain what Matter Docketing is and why it's important. So Matter Docketing is a process that allows you to schedule specific dates, deliverables, and appearances required by your court based on a specific key date. Now you may already be scheduling these court dates and appearances on the HoudiniEsq calendar. This process allows you to do it automatically based on a specific date, such as a trial or a deposition. So it allows you to create a whole series of calendared events at the click of just a few buttons. And I'm going to demonstrate how that process works here in this video. So the first step that we have to set up for Matter Docket feature is to go to our settings menu. This is only available to administrative users. So let's go to settings and click calendar rules over here. So Matter Docketing in HoudiniEsq 2.0 does require a subscription to the calendar rules service. For more information on that and how to set that up, go to calendarrules.com. So you can see here I have the calendar rules site up on the screen. You can also view their available court listing to see if yours is covered. Once you've confirmed that, go ahead and subscribe to calendarrules.com and they will send you what is known as a token. You can place this token into this field right here. We have also provided a sample token that you can load at any time by clicking this link up here. So once you've done that, go ahead and click save, and that will save your token in here and you'll get the success box here. At which point you can now go back to the Matters section to set up your docket. So we're going to go ahead and load up a case, and we're going to go to the Docket tab to set up our docket. Once we're here, we're going to click the Add button to open up the new Matter Docket wizard. So this wizard is actually going to explain step by step what we need to do to set up a docket. So the first thing that we're going to do is click the Next button, of course. And then we want to go ahead and give this docket a name. So we're going to create a docket for a trial as a good example. So let's go ahead and call it Trial Docket. And we might also want to include the name of the case as well if we feel like it. So the next thing that we're going to do is proceed to the next screen and select our jurisdiction. So for this one, we're going to select the California Superior Court of Alameda. The jurisdictions that are shown here are going to be completely based on the calendar rules token that you provide. The sample token, of course, is for the California Superior Court, and the Alameda selection is the one which will give you results for that particular sample token. So let's go ahead and click Next once again, and now we're going to arrive at our key event. So the key event is going to be the event that we want to schedule dates for. So you have a whole list of options here, and the one that we're looking for is, of course, trial. You can also type a search up here to find the specific one you're looking for. So now that we've selected our trial key event, we're going to click Next once more. And now we will be prompted to enter the key date. So since the key event is the trial, we're now going to select the specific date on which the trial occurs. In this case, we're going to select July 31st of 2017. Clicking the Next button will now let us set a default event type for the dates that are going to go on the HoudiniEsq calendar as a result of this docket. Now, if we select a type such as trial that matches one that's already in the HoudiniEsq system, it will go ahead and suggest that you select, for example, trial in this case, or deposition or is another good example. Otherwise, we can simply select any type, including custom types that we've added, to be applied to these docket events. So we're going to go ahead and go with the suggested trial type. So next we're going to move on to the calendar that we want to put the docket events on. So this allows you to put them on an alternate calendar if you want. We're going to go with the default work calendar, but the option is there. and then of course the staff you want to assign the Docket events to. This is going to be the responsible staff who's going to receive any alerts and notifications on these events by default. You can also add attendees later on after these Docket events have been created as well. So let's go ahead and click the Calculate button. So what the Calculate button will do is it will actually take all that information that we've provided the wizard, including the key event, the key date, as well as the type selections that we want to apply, and give us a listing of events. So let's go ahead and click Calculate and see what happens. So the Matter Docket feature is actually creating a docket of events here, and that's going to be 130 events to be calendared. Now, keep in mind that these events have not gone on the HoudiniEsq calendar until we click this calendar button here. So it's telling us that 130 events are going to be calendared, and we also have another reminder here of how many events are going to go on that calendar. So we can now go through this entire list of events to verify each and every one of them, if we so wish. So I can click on a specific event in this list to make changes to it. So you can change the assigned staff, the duration of the event, whether you want it to be billable or not, and clicking update will actually change that information. So if I want to go ahead and schedule this particular event to Mark Albert, I can do so by changing the name and clicking update. You can also remove specific events from this particular calendar as well. So you can see here, since I scheduled it for next month, there's a lot of events that have already passed. So I can go ahead and get rid of those by simply clicking the minus button here and removing those from my docket. So notice as I remove these events from my docket, the listing of calendar events down here will actually go down, even though this number does not. This will always show the original number of events that are going to be calendared, and this will show the updated number of events that are going to go onto the calendar as a result of this docket. So let's go ahead and leave a couple of these here. And if I want to make changes, or if I want to recalculate the docket completely, I can simply click the previous button here to go back to a previous screen to make changes to my docket calculation. But for now, I'm going to click the calendar button, and that's going to go ahead and add these events to the HoudiniEsq calendar. Now, once this has been completed, I can then review those events at any time from the Events tab of the Matter. So as you can see here, the docket now appears in the docket filter down here, and that will filter out events which are not part of this docket from the list. You can also see that if I go to the Dockets tab over here, I have my entire docket available in this particular list. You can also go to the calendar at any time to view these docketed events. And you'll also get alerts on these specific events as well. So I can simply acknowledge those alerts at any time. But for now, I'm going to go back to my calendar, and I'm going to go back to the Matter tab. So if I want to remove these docket events from the list, or if I want to simply redo the docket from scratch, you can simply go to the Docket tab at any time and click this icon here to remove the docket from your list. Doing so, however, will delete all the associated events. Now, if you've already invoiced those events, those will not be deleted. So if I were to go out of here and go to the pre-bill section and invoice them, anything that I invoice will not be deleted from the docket list. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this docket now and go back to the events list, and you'll notice that it's completely clear when I select my docket. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the list, and now I have a completely clear events list. So this has been a quick demonstration on how to set up and manage dockets in HoudiniEsq. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.